gonna give in now. I think I gotta live this now. I begin to be man, I'ma kill this stuff real quick. I'ma go take it to town, cause I gotta be that king in their ring when I'm knocking them out when I'm back with the whip. Cause I am just off on the journey, you just know that I'm just going insane.
Warriors, rise. XRP not picked in a poll for cross-border payments. Man, this circus is getting wild. They pissed off this legend right here. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, crypto, and business coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. And as everybody fudges you out of crypto and tells you it's the worst thing since sliced bread, that should give you the indication that it's time to get into cryptocurrency. Access to my portfolio, exit strategy, over 100 cryptocurrency courses, 7 calls per week, and access to one of the best tribes. Click the pinned comment down below to join the Private Warrior Academy. If you want to dive in and learn how I built a 7-figure company off TikTok, Instagram, YouTube for free, join our free business coaching. The business coaching program is not for crypto, so do not go in there and ask crypto questions. Let's jump right into it. So that'll be in the pinned comment down below. My boy, John Deaton, I've gotten to meet this guy personally. We've interviewed him, not personally in person, excuse me, but I got to spend some time with him before the interview. This is a good human being, man. Very, very good human being. Honored to call him a friend, and also someone that is a role model within this space. This gentleman is supporting the XRP holders. If you don't know who John Deaton is, please go follow John Deaton. He's supporting XRP holders and really going against the SEC for their wrongdoing of the manipulation that they're doing in the financial system. Bill Hinman, Jay Clayton, all of these people in our politics in the upper echelon are manipulating us through a financial system, and they are going to hit the switch and move us to a cross-border payment, one world economy. They leverage their debt as much as they could, and they can't fix the system. Remember, the system cannot survive without debt warriors. It's broken. The system is broken. The only way to prove the system is to make the money move at the speed of light and move the casino to the digital dollar. All right, Warriors, let's jump right into it. So John Deaton fumes at Twitter poll that excluded XRP, one of our favorite cryptocurrencies, from the list of top cross-border payments options. Let's dive right into this. So Cointelegraph on August 2nd did a poll, and it says, what's your preference for cross-border payments? They put Bitcoin #1, stable coins, traditional banking, or others, say in reply. Here's what I think they did. They did this, I don't know, I see 6,340 votes. I mean, this is going to get you a shitload of comments, right? So this was a clickbait, I think, to get comments, because I'm sure I didn't even go through all the comments. I'm sure it's Ripple, XRP, because the fourth one says others, say in reply. So what does that do? It helps the algorithm. Everybody's going to be commenting down below. But come on, you didn't put XRP in there. We know you did that for clickbait, to get people in, to get people to comment, to get your tweet to the top. Okay, so let's check this out. So European Central Bank bets on CBDCs over BTC for cross-border payments. ECB's interest in identifying the best cross-border payment solution stems from the fact that it serves as a central bank of 19 European countries, union countries, which have adopted the euro. I'm going to turn my manifestation alarm off real quick, Warriors. It's going to go off at 7 o'clock. Be disciplined, okay? So a recent study conducted by the European Central Bank on identifying the ultimate cross-border payment medium-crowned central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, as the winner against competitors, including Bitcoin and stablecoins, among others. It's like Bitcoin. It's a store of value. It's going to be regulated by the CFTC. It's a commodity, Warriors. It is not a cross-border payment. It was never designed for payment. It was designed as a store of value, okay? It is very scarce. It's like a Mona Lisa. It's going to continue to get more scarce through the Bitcoin halving. So think of Bitcoin as a piece of gold, right? And XRP is a bridge. It's a bridge currency. It's not that complicated. XRP's main function is to move money across the system. And it's one of the only ones that has the massive amount of liquidity and ability to do that. So let's dive into one of our favorite cryptocurrencies. Okay, they're talking about right here on Cointelegraph, what do you prefer for cross-border payments? You're not going to use Bitcoin. It takes like 10 minutes to settle. Sometimes who knows how long to settle, right? You know, you're not going to do the traditional banking, which goes through the SWIFT system, right? The SWIFT system can take 24 hours to 38 hours sometimes, depending on which bank you use and how far it's going, and the complexity of how the banker puts it in. The SWIFT system goes up and through the Federal Reserve. I think it was the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, I think he said, you would have a better chance of getting money quicker by jumping in a plane and taking a bag of cash via plane versus using the SWIFT system. Okay, so we know cross-border payment settles in seconds, not in days. So this is Ripple. Ripple is the solution for cross-border payments. Why industry leaders choose cross-border payment solutions? It frees up working capital. Okay, think about that. Capital, when you own a company, I'm a CEO of a company and I have equity in 9 companies. Capital is everything. Cash is king in regards to liquidity so that you can reinvest into the company. Okay, so when I say cash is king, I mean liquidity or capital is king, right? Access to capital is king. It's not really that cash is king. You want to take your cash and put it into assets where you can access capital. Offer lower cost payments. This is what banks are going to be doing. Banks are going to be customer service banks. Their whole business model is going to change, and where they're going to make their money is off of fee structure. So it's going to be really cheap to do cross-border payments, and that gap in between the cross-border payment and the fee that you charge you based on the marketing to get you into that bank to use their products and services is the amount of money they're going to make. Enable faster payments and expands into new markets. The big thing is financial inclusion. You could call it financial inclusion or monitoring every single human being on the globe and getting everybody into the financial system and getting all the money in the system so they can keep this casino going. Okay, so SBI teams up with Ripple to power instant remittances between Japan and Thailand. I'm not bringing this as new news, but I'm just telling you, the largest money transfer provider in Japan. So everybody's freaking out that Ripple's going to go, Ripple's going to lose this case. And, I wouldn't say that was probably an incorrect statement. I don't think the XRP community, anybody thinks we're going to lose the case. But there's just all this FUD out there, right? But things like this keep me bullish. And that's why I want to keep these at the top of your forefront so you don't get FUDded out of things like this. Who knows what's going to happen with XRP, right? We know XRP is for the commercial banks. We know that, right? It's not for us. We know that. So like as I had Jimmy Valet on here, maybe they will buy it back. That would be a huge benefit for you guys. And he was bold enough to send a letter to the Federal Reserve to value it at about $37,500. That is the actual value if you took all the valuation of running all the money through the system. Will they buy it back for that? Probably not. But it gives us a reference point to look at. If they offered us $10 a coin, fuck you, excuse my language. Screw you. We have a reference point now because of Jimmy Valet, because of people like John Deaton who are pushing back on the SEC. Okay, this is really cool. This came out by David Schwartz. This was by David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple. XRPL, validating cross-border payments, transaction settlements. And I'm telling you what, Warriors, get in the Warrior Academy. We are actually launching our Coach JV and Warrior Academy NFT on XRPL on the back end of this going into September and October. I'm going to change the game in the NFT space and bringing humans together as a connection. I truly believe it will be one of the most valuable NFTs on XRPL. And if you've been following me for a long time, I am a manifestation machine. A manifestation machine. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. When I see it in my mind, I eventually hold it in my hands. And what I repeatedly do through my disciplined actions becomes my reality. And I never will stop, Warriors. If you've been following me on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, any of these things, I believe I'm one of the most disciplined individuals in the world. And what I see in my mind eventually comes true. I was sitting in this facility with nobody in here, believing that we'd be a global company. We've helped 5,000 warriors worldwide. We have 27 team members from multiple different companies all over the world. And 3-4 years ago, nobody believed that it was possible. So Warriors, if you want to get in the game with this NFT project, get in the Warrior Academy, get into the Collecti Labs Discord, because they're going to be whitelisted into our NFT project, and then it will go out to the public and it will sell out. Okay. So this is from David Schwartz, an overview of XRP, a focus on transaction settlements. Okay. When you make cross-border payments, money transfers, your request goes through multiple institutions, causing transaction delays and unnecessary transaction costs. This is the problem XRP was designed to solve. An open source, decentralized digital asset, that's key, built on payments. See, everybody's saying that XRP is not centralized, it's decentralized. It's designed to move all the money. It has no bias. It'll move this to this and this to this and this to this. It can move all the money through the system. A finite supply. All XRP coins in existence, 100 billion of them, were generated when the ledger first launched in June 2012. No more XRP coins can be minted. A finite supply of XRP also creates a fast and energy-efficient blockchain consensus mechanism, reducing the environmental impact of the network and cutting settlement times between 3 to 5 seconds. Now, the biggest narrative you're going to see now is going to be climate change. They're genius. They already focused on the climate change narrative. They're part of the crypto climate accord, right? You have the Paris Agreement, and then you have the crypto climate accord, which XRP and Ripple is part of. XRPL's unique consensus mechanism, the XRP ledger, was designed to be fundamentally different from proof of work based blockchains. Instead, XRPL uses a unique consensus protocol that depends on a majority of validators to record and verify transactions on the ledger. The primary role of the validators is to help protect against unintentional forking of the ledger by coordinating system rules changes. Proposed amendments to XRPL require 80% approval for 2 consecutive weeks by the validator community to ensure reliability, decentralization solutions to the double spend problem. This is the biggest. So I'm an ex-banker. The double spend problem is huge. To really rationalize how powerful that is for the banking institutions and retailers, merchant processors, anything that moves money, the double spend problem is huge. This solves a massive problem because when you have a double spend problem, it ties up capital. When money is moving slow, it ties up capital. In order to be a great entrepreneur, in order to be wealthy, you want access to liquidity. You want access to capital. When you have access to capital, you can buy assets. When you have access to assets, you can borrow against those assets. You need the money being fluid. The banks dam up your money and they use your money and make it fluid. Okay, this is going to allow us to have fluidity of money. Okay. Another great thing about XRP and XRPL, excited to share, we just put into production the first version of the National Land Registry together with agency Tierras and the support of Ripple to register the first injunction resolution in Colombia. So this is much bigger than just cross-border payments, warriors. You know, you got the measurement of environmental impact of cryptocurrencies. We've seen this many, many times. Bitcoin, right? The latest available estimate of electricity consumption per kilowatt hours is 700 for Bitcoin. Ethereum is 30. XRP is 0.0079. Paper money is 0.044. The Visa network is 0.008. So it's right there with Ripple, and MasterCard is 0.0006. They have mastered that, right? And then we know we're going back to Volante, was connected to Ripple with cross-border payments. You got Visa, you got Ripple, you got Swift, GPI. All of these companies are going to be working together to move us into the new quantum financial system. It's not going to be which one's going to win. In this top echelon, you know, the ISO 20022 just added Bitcoin as well. Just think about that. So Bitcoin's going to be here, XRP is going to be here, XLM is going to be here, Algorand's going to be here, XDC is going to be here. People ask me if I'm in XDC. I'm not. I just have such a broad portfolio at this point. You can access it in the Academy. It's nothing too exciting, but it's been the same, and it'll show you how consistent I am. There's certain cryptocurrencies that XDC is great. Certain things like HBAR. People are like, why are you not in HBAR? A lot of my warriors are, but I have a very fundamental long-term portfolio. And I focus on certain investments and I dig into them. And I don't need to have 1,000 investments, right? I have very focused understanding of the investments that I'm in. Excuse me, I got a hair stuck in my hand. And I hold long term. It's that simple. Knowing that I'll be wealthy. It's this very simple mindset to have as an investor. That's why I don't get fudded out. That's why I don't get fudded in. That's why you don't see me like talking about new projects. Thousands of crypto companies come to me on a weekly basis. We get emails. Can you pump our crypto? Can you pump our project? Can you do this? I'm like, absolutely not. I don't believe in the fundamentals. I don't believe in the real world solve. I don't believe in what you're doing. There's no utility to it. I don't even see your leadership team on your website. Absolutely not. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Again, down below, pinned comment, there'll be the Warrior Academy. That is a paid academy. It is worth every single penny. If it's not worth it to you, we give 100% of your money back within 7 days. And then you have the free business coaching group. I want to be very, very clear. That is not for crypto. So if you come in there and ask me a crypto question, I will not answer it. It is strictly for entrepreneurs who want to take their knowledge, build a course, shorten the timeline to success, and help other like-minded people just like you and free yourself from the just over broke system. We're doing everything we can to help as many human beings as possible get out of the just over broke. Warriors, let's get your shit together. Let's go.